What's going on, guys? Decided to take my old E6 here for a spin. This has been probably one of the best engines I have actually ever owned. As I said before in one of my other videos, I'm a huge fan of Proto. This is a Proto. I eventually am going to add some more stuff to this. I'm on a forum that specializes in Southern. So there's one gentleman on there. He adds all kinds of custom stuff, like air tanks on top, and he changes out the horns, and they look phenomenal. I have decided I'm going to take the plunge with this one and turn it into DCC with sound. Um, I love this engine. I mean, there's just something about it. It's just a beautiful engine. It runs great. I had considered taking one of my Athearn Genesis engines and putting into this because the motors in these are good, but from everything I've been reading, if you upgrade them, they are phenomenal to even upgrade. So I'm going to probably consider that. And if I do that, the Genesis motor has a 8 plug already on it. So I could add sound to that and go from there. So feedback is welcome. I'm actually going to post it in the Southern forum and get some feedback from those guys. They've always been extremely helpful to me because I'm learning. I'm not afraid to ask stuff. I'm not afraid to do stuff and be corrected. That's part of this hobby, is learning and asking. As you can see, there's boxes galore. In my last video, you saw my well train. It was in that box, and they were in these boxes. So I consolidated and put the trailers themselves up in here and the loads in here. I'm going to eventually need more drawers. As much as I hate to say it, I've got so much stuff. The wife picks on me all the time, but she doesn't understand. I've downsized. I've sold a lot of stuff. Some stuff I wish I hadn't have sold. I sold a class 1218, and young man in near me in the town beside me had a problem with the gears. Well, it was a Broadway Limited Paragon 2. Now, for some reason, the gears are hard to find for those. I don't know why. The Paragon 3s you can find. So once tax season's here, I'm going to take the plunge and get my A-Class back. Rocky is selling me his Virginian there. Really good price. And the only thing is, I just don't have the money right now to buy it because holidays. uh, Not sure if I'll eventually add another one of the E6s in back of this because it doesn't need that. It has an A and a B, and it pulls these phenomenal. It doesn't lag. It doesn't it don't slip. Got two more cars in here. In one of my older videos, I have the Walthers Proto of the E8s that it's the genre after these. I've got the DCC with sound, and I pair them up and I run what's called an ABBA. This is an A unit. This is a B unit. Now this is a dummy. Most of those sold are a dummy. They're non-powered. However, some sold are powered. I've seen some that help pull with the other engine. So I had considered that eventually, but this does fine. So I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to downsize the layout just a fuzz with track. My mom had asked me what I had wanted, and I told her a gift card for the website I use, which is Yankee Dabbler. It's one of the main ones I use. Extremely trust them. Also heading down to my local hobby shop come tax season to blow some money in there. Cause Dan's Trains in Powell, Tennessee. Yes, free shout out, Randy. I have to drive 2.5 hours to head there, but he's worth it. He's got old stuff, he's got new stuff, he's got everything. He's got track, decoders. He has it all. So if you're looking for stuff, especially older stuff, like these here are Bachmans. He had these. Actually, some of these are probably from him. Uh, this is from Tim. I bought it from him. Which Tim, oh man, he takes care of his stuff. He keeps them in the original boxes. Me, I take them out of the boxes and I store them either on the track in the roundhouse. But as you see, I've took the scale trains off and I've boxed them up. The reason being is I'm lazy. I've not finished my wiring yet, so let's just get the elephant out of the room. The reason is I'm lazy. All right, it's the holidays. I'm working. Plus, I don't have consecutive days off. I have like one day, and my wife has to work, so I got to watch the kids. So I really don't have a day off. Now, what sucks is I'll have to take the track apart to do the wiring and separate the modules, which shouldn't be hard. They just slide. So I can finish the wiring. I saw a neat trick, as they said on DCC, you're supposed to not connect the wires, and at the end of one of the wires, it's like an isolator or a capacitor. One of them I saw on YouTube had a bulb, just a simple bulb at the end. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the positive and this is the negative here on the side. And what that does is if you have a surge in your power, it lights this up. It takes the power away from the surge, away from your trains. So I got this off of Wish. I get all kinds of stuff off of Wish. So I have to add that. I'm still learning how to solder. I've been practicing on just some wires, just solder them together, unsolder them, how to tin. In this hobby, you need to learn how to solder. Let's just be honest. Unless you want to pay more to have someone do it for you, that's your choice. But me, I'm on a budget, y'all. So I do budget builds. That's why you see almost all of my stuff here is used. I have very, very, very few things that are new. My scale trains are new. My J611 was new. It started as a 613, and I turned it into a 611, the Spirit Ironic edition. I've actually had people offer to buy it, like a good sum of money for it. So I can't. I'm very connected to that engine because before I lost my grandfather, whom I call Dad, I showed him that one, and he loved it. He came from this, just control the voltage and run trains. He had never seen sound, definitely had never seen steam, and he loved it. Fell in love with the J train, and it's what started my transition to DCC. I'm not knocking DC. As I had said before in one of my older videos, an individual came after me since I did a custom 4501 and a custom Crescent Limited. And I'm going to tell you now, I am one of those, my railroad, my rules. So don't come on my page and attack me. I will erase it and block you. I have no time for you. So that's older video. Won't head down that road. I've got the layout kind of how I want it, but Sparky, Sparky is a great guy. I've watched so many of his videos. It's not even funny. But what sucks is it doesn't show I watch them because Sparky, my TV is not signed into my YouTube, so I can't like the videos. I can't. It doesn't show I watch them. So huge shout out to him. he's one of the originals. He's been following me for since I started, and he's helped me along the way. So Sparky, huge shout out for you, man. You've been such a phenomenal help on so many things, dude. Go check out his page. He's in my comments and he's in my subscriptions. Uh, he's got some numbers after his name. Sparky, I'm sorry, I forgot the rest of your numbers, but you'll probably see him comment on this. So huge shout out to him. My buddy Keith, he comments on all my stuff. CA and P Railroad. My buddy Brian, Tim. I keep telling Tim when he finishes his layout, he needs a YouTube, and it's this community is so good. There are a few who are, but oh well. Eventually, I will be switching. Sparky, I've decided I'm going to do Code 100 on the outsides, and I'm probably going to do a dual main with some sidings. Probably keep the mine here. I actually sort of like that, because there was a mine that used to exist back home. It actually did this. You back the cars in, and you fill them, and you take them out, you put them on the siding, and then you back another row in, you fill them up, you take them out, hook onto these, and you pull out. So much to do, guys. I wish I could hit on more stuff, but I wanted to take this for a run because I actually sort of missed this engine. Probably going to do soundtracks on it. I've heard really good reviews of soundtracks. Going to try it out. I had looked into Tsunami. We'll see. There's an individual, Charles. He's on the Southern Forum. Really helps me out with stuff. He has a beautiful railroad, great engines, phenomenal engines. All around great guy, and he's a soldier. So, sir, thank you for your service. I appreciate everything you do, buddy. Might just hop on off here, start to put some stuff up. I might change a few things around. Might run a few Virginian things. I haven't had my Virginian out in a while, so let's take that for a run here in a bit. But that's it, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to try to eventually do the wiring and stop being so lazy. I'm on vacation here soon. I had asked off for our anniversary, but this virus heading on, we decided to instead do some stuff around town and spend time with the kids and stuff like that. So gonna try to work on some stuff here soon and hopefully get things settled in and try to get this thing fixed and going right so I can run the DCC engines. But I just need to, I guess, get motivated. So let's just be honest, I'm just being lazy, so I need to suck it up. But thanks for following me, y'all. I know I get long-winded sometimes, but I like to talk. A guy that stutters who likes to talk. Sort of weird, isn't it? All right, guys. Thanks again.